Wow, it is 6:30-ish. On LinkedIn, of all places, I've seen this YouTuber named Ali Abdaal. We all know him by now. He's one of those really famous productivity YouTubers who talks about how to manage your time properly to chase after your dreams and not be a corporate slave any longer. That kind of person. Okay, so on his LinkedIn reel or short, whatever you want to call it, he said, as a writer, I enjoy the fact that I've written rather than the act of actually writing. And I resonate with that so hard. As someone who writes both creatively in fanfiction and academically, the act of putting words together on the page is very tricky. And even if things like ChatGPT, you still have to put in manual work of structuring sentences, of structuring content to make sure your piece actually flows smoothly. Now, where am I going with this? I feel like I'm the same when it comes to making art. I enjoy the fact that I have a glimmering portfolio of work on like Tumblr, showing off like my cute line art and somewhat okay renderings. Like I really enjoy looking at all my finished pieces together in my Procreate gallery and just patting myself on the back for making stuff that I like and looks cool. But the process of actually making these pieces one by one is not cute at all. Like I idolize the final product, but then I just conveniently blot out all the frustration that happened along the way. I get frustrated over the composition, over things not looking right. I get upset, like very, very visibly upset whenever I don't get the face correct. And then there's the pose, like I'll be very distraught if I can't get the anatomy correct as well, or if I can't get the pose that I want, that I can't use the reference that I want in the illustration because my skills just aren't there yet. And that's just the line art. Let's talk about the colors. It takes me forever to figure out how I want to get the color scheme that I want. So for me, making art is not exactly fun, okay? I get very frustrated and stressed very easily over pixels on a canvas screen, over Procreate. That sounds like insanity. Like, why am I doing this if it makes me so upset? Well, like I said, I like the fact that I have drawn rather than the insanity of actually drawing. I hope all of that made sense because there were a couple times when I would feel on the verge of giving up on drawing as a hobby, like forever. Like that's how serious this insanity can be sometimes. But the thing is, you need to draw if you want cute finished pieces, right? You need to draw in order to say that you have drawn, you know? So, with that in mind, I want to change this. I want to make the process of drawing fun, right? I want to somehow make the frustrating parts of getting things wrong, of getting stressed over my limitations as an artist with the skills that I currently have, or the lack thereof, of getting upset and almost burnt out over not getting things right, and somehow making these upsetting feelings fulfilling. To remind myself that these upsetting feelings are part of the larger journey towards making art that I like, that these feelings are necessary, and that there is nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with feeling them, there's nothing wrong with expressing them. Of course not, it's perfectly normal, and I want to find a way to make this healthier for myself. I want to make the parts that aren't so glamorous interesting. Not glamorous, but interesting. Something that's worth reflecting on with a sense of pride rather than pretending that it's not there. So, unlike Ali Abdaal, I don't have an AI ghostwriter type of solution. In fact, it's not even a solution that can actually help me eliminate the problem. And I don't want to use AI in my personal artwork either, so forget about that. Instead of trying to change this process, I want to find a way to make this process fun. So what I'm going to do is I am going to turn all these frustrating feelings into content for YouTube. That is so cringy. The premise of this is actually pretty simple. I prop my phone up on my shitty tripod and record the entire drawing session, and after I record this drawing session, I will edit it all on CapCut, smack on some music at the start and a sloppy voiceover like this, and we're good to go. So why videos specifically? Honestly, it seems kind of weird, right? Like, making videos is such a chore. Like, I've mentioned it multiple times before. Like, I find the process of setting up and recording voiceovers kind of tedious. But ultimately, like drawing, I find that somehow for like video editing, I like the process of compiling a bunch of disparate video clips as well as like my voice into creating one cohesive whole product. I find the process of cutting footage on the train very relaxing. I like seeing how the music I chose, like the beats in the music, conveniently line up with my cuts, even though I didn't plan that before. I find those like little coincidences extremely satisfying, and I just think it's very pleasant to have voiceover and then have nicely edited footage. I don't know, just like the aesthetic of my editing style, if you can call it that. So in a way, it's like making art from my art, right? It's like I'm killing two birds with one stone here. I'm indulging in two things that I enjoy, you know, while trying to get over the frustrating part of the one thing that I enjoy the most. I'm so sorry. That does not make any sense. It's weird. Like, I always say that I like making videos, but then if you actually look at my channel, you realize that the videos I've made in the past were actually really shitty. Like, they're genuinely really bad. Like, I cringe at it so bad. Like, I'm so sorry you actually had to watch that, but thank you to whoever watched my videos, to whoever clicked on my thumbnails, stuff like that. I know I don't deserve this clout that I have now, but I'm really thankful that real actual people actually watch my stuff, and that motivates me to keep doing better, right? To actually keep putting in effort into my YouTube channel, because this is something that I enjoy doing, that I want to see grow, right? I like the fact that I'm carving out a little community, not really a community, but a space on the internet with my voice, with my art, with my creativity. And hopefully, as I make more videos, this space grows a little bigger with things I enjoy, basically. So with that, if you're like, whether you're a new viewer or a regular viewer, I know there's like at least one or two regular viewers in my channel, but yeah, if you're a viewer, basically, what this means moving forward is that hopefully you'll get more videos. Hopefully you'll also get voiceovers that have a point to them, that actually have a purpose, rather than just me going on and on about the artwork without actually giving you, the viewer, value. So there's more intentionality there. I think I want this channel to be focused on creativity. So obviously there's the visual art creativity, like the just reflections on what art making means to me as a person come degenerate. But I think there's also other aspects of creativity that I want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about writing, which is why I opened the video with Ali Abdaal's quote. Really smart of me. And also my growing interest in marketing. Like, I'm a marketing intern, and I find social media to be a very interesting place. I guess that's a topic for a different video. Hey, I'm generating ideas here. And also things like literature, like reading, as well as like my fandom interests like One Piece and the ships that I do, because I draw mostly One Piece fan art and ship art. So I want to talk about that in future videos as well. I think I just want to mold this channel to be a place where I can be my own best friend and talk about things that I'm interested in, while also giving you content to vibe with and be thoroughly entertained by. So hopefully that's interesting to you. I guess to supplement this vision as well, I've also starting a newsletter on Substack. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I've linked my Substack in the description box below, so you can check it out if you want. I've published like my first issue already, so you can read that if that's interesting to you. But yeah, I want to refresh this channel presence, and I'm sort of taking a shift with my content. I know that this shift is a risk that I'm taking with my marketing, but hopefully this risk will take me to a better place where I'm happier with what I do and help you get to know me a little better. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, and bye-bye. Mwah!